What up? What up? What up? Y'all see what it is? I'm a hustler, baby. I know heartbreaks. It's all part of the game. Hey, but y'all know that they say this is a big rich town. That's a much better theme song. Man, I think this is probably my 57th or 58th video in the Power Universe. Been doing it a real long time. So I'm not gonna waste your time because I gotta work in the morning. And it's 12 midnight. Started watching it at 11. And y'all know how all us creators do it. We try to get through it. Still gotta edit a little bit. Put stuff together, but let's just talk. Y'all like my glasses? Alright, so first thing is I was wondering who is Unique talking to? You know what I'm saying? And all of the little stuff that they told us about how much brain damage and amnesia he was going to have, they exaggerated that. Because that ninja got rocked. Blunt force trauma kills people. He got rocked in his head. He got some type of Connect 4 Monopoly game in his forehead now. And he still remembered by memory of who to call on a payphone to come get him. Yeah, he wasn't that messed up. They really exaggerated that. I'm starting to feel like they did that on purpose now to throw us off. Cause you know, with us, we become like power nerds. You know how like the nerds that cover DC and Star Wars and Marvel, how they just figure out everything from the trailers, and they be having to lie and put stuff in trailers that ain't really there so that we don't figure out everything. I think Power might be doing the same things because, yeah, Unique was not that bad off. We're going to get back into that too. Don't forget that. So, when they were at the concert, forgive me for not remembering the other two girls in Butter, what their names are, because let's keep it real. Jukebox is the only one that matter, right? But, not the one that messes with Kanan, the other one. She started asking questions about Nicole and her friendship with Jukebox. And then she said that Nicole was so lucky. And Kanan just kind of gave her a look. So, okay. Kanan knows that Juke is gay. But I think it probably still surprises him, or at least it did surprise him in this case, that chicks be attracted to his cousin Juke. I guess especially because he caught himself being attracted to her first. So, and then end up messing with the other singer in the group. But two things I peeped with that. I peeped that Kanan thought it was weird that old girl from the group liked his cousin. And also, was it just me? Or was he not paying attention to Famous at all? He wasn't giving him no love. It wasn't hate, but it was like complete indifference. Like he could have just cared less about Famous being on stage. And at least, I know y'all like me, y'all was probably at least expecting anger, right? Because you could interpret the lyrics as him snitching. You know, streets need a body. But he wasn't mad either. He just seemed like he didn't care. And I wish they would have addressed that, because I'm hearing a rumor that Famous got written off the show, that he tried to buck up and say he wants more money, and got his Puerto Rican, you know what, dismissed. So that's just a rumor, but it's it's feeling realistic just by how absolutely it's just no attention given to famous at all. Even at his own concert. So now we get to Unique's homeboy, and forgive me because I probably have to look at the credits to see what his name is, but I don't even remember Unique even saying his homie's name. But at any rate, he's with the white doctor who I guess is a veterinarian. He knows how to take care of animals, but I guess he stitches up and heals drug dealers as a side hustle because they knew to come to him. And Unique's guy, the only thing he keep talking about is he owed me money. And the doctor is trying to tell him if you want to see him get back on his feet, this got to be about more than money because it's going to take a while. And yeah, dude seemed like he wasn't trying to hear that. And I said to myself, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem later because it's one thing to tell this white boy, dude owe me money, but it got my wheels turning. Is he going to be talking crazy to Unique about you owe me money? Because we know that don't end well in black movies when people press people about owing them money. All the way back to Menace to Society in 1993. You been out the joint about 3-4 weeks? Don't you think it's about time that you pay me my money? Yeah, you knew that was over. Samuel Jackson don't care if you found a job yet or nothing. So we get to Tony Danza. And he has this meeting with Marvin. Marvin is a little bit unsure, because, obviously Rock comes first and things like that. But after Tony Danza kind of let him know how much he admired the work that he put in for him before, then that's when he got a little bit of confidence and says that Rock don't run me, like I'm my own man. And he told him what the situation was, is that this guy who was also a made man, so he's from one of the 5 mafia families. Their code in terms of the mafia is that they can't put hits on each other. They can't kill each other. If you a made man, you're untouchable. At least from the other people from the other 5 families. And so he said that's where you come in. Now personally, I was thinking that that's a mistake. Like, the Thomas family is about murder game. It's about killing. Sending a message, sending a message don't really work. Like with them, they just take people out. Because sending a message leaves loose ends. Now you've seen my face. Now I can get back at you. I can retaliate. But if you take me out, you take me out the planet, I can't retaliate. So I thought that wasn't that smart, but maybe they know better than me. So, you saw my thumbnail, and I'm going to try to do that this season, is whatever I think is the most shocking, the most pertinent, the most slept on, the most underrated aspect of the show. I think I'm going to try to tell a story with the picture that I chose, and that's what I did tonight, because let me tell you, they did a good job of even keeping that under wraps in terms of the Power Universe. I don't think any of us predicted Rock getting pregnant by Unique. Not only did we not picture her getting pregnant, I was doing some other stuff in the room. I think I was putting some messages in my phone, in my notes app and stuff like that. So when I saw a black woman bent over throwing up, I thought it was Kane's girl. I thought it was Kane's girl from the music group from Butter. And then I kind of do a double take. It's like, that's Rock. And then when she looked at the pregnancy test, I was like, oh, hey, cause hey, we can say what we want to say about Rock, right? But she don't got a lot of bodies. You know what I'm saying? Her body count is kind of low. It's like Symphony. Um, I'm trying to remember if she hooked up with Howard at all. They kind of gave some type of hints like she might mess with him one time, maybe to keep him happy, keep him off of her trail or whatever. But yeah, I don't think she messed with Howard. And then Unique. So we knew Symphony been out of the picture. So if she pregnant, we know who the baby daddy is. Um, what happened next? Oh, Jukebox go to meet old girl's parents. And that scene was real confusing to me because they was super bougie. Both the mom and the dad kind of just stepped on the idea of them actually making it as singers with the group. But the other thing about that, now y'all tell me, when mom says how much my daughter gushes about Jukebox, it was almost as if the parents were acknowledging that they knew that Juke was gay and they knew that their daughter liked her. So it was a weird feeling because it seemed like they was more okay with her daughter being gay and liking Jukebox. They was more cool with that than them trying to take music seriously. Ain't that backwards? You would think most people, have conservative views or something like that would just absolutely shut down the sexuality, but they had it the other way. So yeah, that dinner scene was interesting. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, Howard just completely disrespected Kanan. That's the other thing about this show, man. Is that shout out to my boy Smooth Chance Jollivet. Me and him be laughing and talking about this. I mean, for the show to be raising Kanan, he be getting lost in his own show, right? Like it's either he don't be in the main plot lines, or the scenes they give him be so underwhelming compared to everybody else. It's almost like he's like a guest in his own show. It's like you be forgetting that the show's supposed to be about him. But just a good example. He need to do this book report so he can not fail out of school. And he go to his dad because the report has to be about his grandparents. And he don't offer to help him at all. He's trying to keep up appearances. You can't have the streets finding out that you my son. It's like it never occurred to him like your son might not graduate if you don't help him out. You know what I mean? So he goes to his mother's side of the family instead, and grandma helps out. As grandmas do. Grandmas know that they love their black grandsons, man. I rest in peace to my grandma Thurnut on my dad's side, and my grandma's still living, and I don't deserve that love, but she loved me, boy. So, Rock is coming back from the procedure. She got rid of Unique's baby. And she had Juke drive her. And the only thing I can say, to the grave, Juke. To the grave, Juke. And then, Juke is so New York, no doubt. No doubt. And she's basically saying, you can't tell anybody that I got pregnant and got rid of the baby. And so Unique seems like he's getting tired of the disrespect. His homie that brought him in keeps throwing little shots. And as I predicted, it's either about the money. And then when Unique called himself trying to open up to him, saying that Rock does this to all her boyfriends. He was like, "Yeah, but you really wouldn't with Rock like that." Yeah, he said, "Yeah, you really wasn't with Rock like that." I know he did not like that. So that lets me know that when he kind of rose up with the gun and he said, he was like, "Yeah, let me get a gat. Let me hold something." When he raised it up and dude was getting nervous, he said, "Rock think I'm dead. I ain't never felt more alive." I think it's safe to assume that he shot him. Because he tired of hearing about the money and he tired of the little sideways slick disrespect. So I'm pretty sure, maybe power is growing up. They say we don't got to show somebody getting their brains blown out all the time. And so Jukebox meets with Nicole's dad, expresses interest in the military, and he tells her in no uncertain terms they not checking for no gay black woman in the military. She picked up what he was trying to say real quick without him having to say it. And then the other key thing is that Unique was convinced that Rock was plotting against him, so he was finna go on a murder spree. Man, Lou would have got murked. But if it wasn't for the fact that he's such an alcoholic, the owner of the bar took the keys and made him come back in. But Unique was waiting. And then after that, 50 Cent does a marvelous job of narrating, and they bring him back to the scene where they left the episode off of him looking down at his dead brother and Detective Howard. So, I kind of got mixed feelings on this episode. Very light on the action, very light on Kanan. All I can say is the woman who plays Rock is fine, and she's the best actor in the show. Jay Spruill, movies, music, sports, and life. We up.